If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Stop me if you heard this one before. Pokemon cards. Now wait. Don't close off the video just yet. This one's a little bit different, alright? It's not about, well, it is about Pokemon Scalpers, but this guy did it a little different. You could say this guy just had one bad day. Because he might as well be the Pokemon card scalper of Joker. He's the real life Joker that had a bad day over Pokemon cards. Man sentenced to 10 years in prison for stealing over $20,000 in Pokemon cards. They just keep getting creative, don't they? A Wilmington man was sentenced to more than 10 years in prison for robbing a store of nearly 21,000 in Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards were once nothing more than a candy bar trade in a schoolyard. It is strange to think a stack of them can now land someone in prison for over a decade. Hey, crime doesn't pay. Those Pokemon cards, the shiny ones, they look pretty nice. But a single Charizard can outprice a used car these days, which has turned collector shops into a genuine crime target, and Willington just became the latest cautionary tale, and there will probably be many more. Video game time robbery cost his Willington man over a decade. According to WECT News 6, Joseph Trevor Wilson, 36, pleaded guilty in New Hanover Country Superior Court to robbery with a dangerous weapon, second-degree kidnapping, and drug charges tied to a heist from back in January. This ain't your little Pokemon card scalper heist anymore. This is the big boy Pokemon card scalper heist. He put his big boy pants on and said, "It's payday, baby." From there, he walked into video game time on Princess Street like an ordinary customer, then pepper sprayed an employee, zip-tied their hands, flashed what looked like a handgun, and fled with the store's Pokemon cards, cash, and a cell phone. And he looks like exactly the kind of person that would do something like this. Surveillance footage and a description from the employee led police to Wilson, and a traffic stop 5 days later turned up a BB pistol, cocaine, and drug paraphernalia. Very nice. The DA's office, he was fully prepared to do this, I guess. The DA office said Wilson had sketched a little Pokemon symbol on the calendar for the date of the robbery, then written payday in the box for the day after. I'm gonna do a little bit right here, but sorry for that. He's like rubbed his little hands and he looked at that little Pikachu sticker on his calendar and he was all like, "Ooh la, baby, payday. I could be robbing banks. I could be robbing people. I want to rob some goddamn Pokemon cards." So, to each their own, I guess. I wouldn't really say I know how heist robbers do it, but I guess to each their own. He thought Pokemon card, that's the way to go. He later claimed two men forced him into the robbery over a debt he owed, and he was sentenced Monday to between 10 and a half and nearly 14 years in prison. He's a Red Hood. If you don't know the Joker story, at least one of them, the Mafia, I think, is holding Joker over a debt, and they want him to, be the Red Hood, and then his wife dies, and then he has no reason to, and then they're all like, "Well, you should do it anyway, because you owe us, I guess." So, yeah, he was all like, "I got no choice. I gotta get Pokemon cards, not money, not actual money, not a bank heist, not robbing people. Pokemon." Wilson is not the only one finding out that Pokemon cardboard can turn violent fast. One day before his sentencing, two armed men in New Jersey robbed a father and son at a Woodbridge card show, took $150,000 in cards and $12,000 in cash, and sped away in a waiting BMW. It's safe to say, no thanks. Safe to say card shops are having a rough year. Earlier this month, mass thieves in California pulled off a similar smash and grab in under 40 seconds. And last month, a Florida man took a chainsaw to the store's front window just to get at the goods. So I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that this whole Pokemon thieving scandal was even a thing. I thought it was just scalpers, you know, little fight with their grubby hands. You go to the store, those Pokemon vending machines, you know, the small stuff. I did not think, however, that there is actual planned bank heists about Pokemon cards. I moved my screen a little bit. Just ignore that. There you go. Whatever. But yeah, Pokemon cards apparently are that serious, and instead of robbing banks, I guess that would be harder. They decide, or iPhones, you know, like those open iPhone stores, they said, Pokemon cards, man, if we want to steal $110,000 worth of Pokemon cards. Apparently, there's been even more stories, like they robbed a bank for $110,000. Another one was like a paper bag or something worth of a lot of Pokemon cards that they robbed. Apparently, that father and son got robbed at gunpoint in those card view. What are they called? They just said right there. There's like these shops where people go to, and it's like you can buy cards, you can look. I didn't think. I thought. I didn't think they would do that in open view for everybody, but it baffles me how much people are willing to sacrifice to steal Pokemon cards. They are very nice and shiny. But would you risk your life for them? Would you unalive somebody for them? That's what I'm asking, because it seems like these people are ready. That man had his full drug. He just like Super Mario. He was all like, the mushrooms, and then we go save the Pokemon cards. He was ready to do it. So yeah, they're getting a lot more extreme. I'll just say that. But we'll see what happens, what other Pokemon card scandals will come, because it seems like it will never end. It's a never ending battle because Pokemon cards are Pokemon cards and people like them. So I think that's about it. A short one. Take care.